Alright, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a Youth Academy only challenge. So, if you've been a fan of the channel before, you'll have known that I love a youth only challenge, and especially when it comes from my academy. So, I can't make any sign ins whatsoever. And because it's a new football manager, I'm hoping that it gets better for me because I've not done too well with my past youth academy only saves. My best one probably Mets, which was the last one I done on Football Manager 24. But now it's Ajax because I'm still in the beta. You know, it's a bigger team. If it wasn't in the beta, I'd go for a smaller team. We'll do that further on in the game cycle. So we have started some of the games here. We've had a 6-0 win, a 2-all draw, 2-0 win, 2-1 win, and another 2-1 win. So we're going pretty well. We are in the Champions League. We've got Monaco, Sturm Graz, Sporting, Bayern Munich, Atalanta, FCSB, Villarreal, and Dortmund. So they are a bit of a mix of games there. Not too bad. I will show you our tactic. So of course I'm using my Liverpool tactic that I have enjoyed so much already through my time playing the game. And I've locked in two players here. So you can see Uzan, who was in my Hidden Wonder Kids video. If you guys want to check that out, he is an extremely very good Wonder Kid. You guys should definitely sign him if you get the opportunity. But I've been playing him in every game. He scored 3 goals and 1 assist already showing how good he is. He's a really great attacking midfielder in this team here. Great attributes all round, and he'll just work on himself to be better and better. He's already only 16. He was turning 17 in January. He's got so much development ahead of him, and we're just hoping to see that come to light there. We also have Jorthi Mokio, who, of course, didn't start at Ajax. He's gone through all these academies here, but he's from the academy, I guess, in a sense. He's not played for any other clubs. So I am going to try and get him to be the best he can be as well. So he's locked in to our DM, I was going to say, our ball box to box playmaker is what I'm trying to say. We do have quite a few other Wonder Kids at the club, which is pretty interesting. Let me go through the first team, see if I can find any of them in here. They might all be in the academy. We have Mika Gotts, who's 20 years old. He's done a very good start to the season, 4 goals, 1 assist. He'll be playing out in the wide roles. I don't have to lock him in because he's so good, he'll just start anyway. Of course, it didn't start in the Ajax Academy. Oh, or maybe he did. It does say he's had 4 clubs. No, so he didn't start in the Ajax Academy, and he did play for another club. So we are going to have to sell him at some point. But, he's very good. Hopefully we'll make some profit in the future. 17 million doesn't seem like enough for him. In the B team, we do have a few other players. We have Sean Stewart, who's a very promising midfielder who maybe next season could come in and control the midfield with Jorthi Mokio. We have Namandi Koka, another DM. These guys have great midfielders. Of course, it's Ajax. They're a very technical club. Cecinio Tilburg, another midfielder, could play centre back. He's not too tall. ALDs, let me sort by potential so we can see these proper ones. ALDs, Ethan Butera signed from another club. I've loaned him out. Joey Herkins, he could be a future goalkeeper at the club here. Luca Mizzori, who we've loaned out to Cittadella. Levi Achiampong, who is another up and coming, very technical midfielder who we've loaned out to Top Os. We have Kenino Casanwerjo. He's the brother of the guy that played for Rangers. Hopefully he develops to be quite good. Who else? Lucas Jetin, who we've loaned out. He could come back and be starting left back next season, perhaps. Just got a lot of options going on here. Under 19s is looking really good as well. We have Eloy Gomez, who is registered to play in the Champions League for us this season. If we get any injuries, he could step in. We have some goalkeepers, Gus Olgers and Mark Engel. And then left back Joshua Bastian, who looks really good as well. So we do have a lot of up and coming players here who can step in the future, which is just what we're looking for with this youth only save. So with our good start, I think that leaves us at top of the table. It does with 13 points, but Nick Nijmegen are right behind us, and AZ still have a game in hand to go level with us as well. So hopefully these academy kids can take us further than Ajax have done in recent times, with them not being too good overall. I will say, starting an Ajax save, there was no staff at the club. There was no one here, and I was like a bit overwhelmed. I had to get loads of staff members in, but I think everything's fine now. You can see I don't do too much when it comes to these type of saves, because we don't need any scouts, you know. I accidentally brought in 2 scouts, so they're going to be trying to find players for me when I don't really need players. Loan manager is a nice one to have in this type of save, and we have everything else necessary. We could take a look at our head of youth development, Andre Figueiredo. It does say he's got outstanding working with youngsters. That's nice to have, and his judging potential, judging player ability is very good. His determination is very good. He's fairly determined. He's good at people management, motivation. So that is pretty good to have at the club. We might not be able to get any goalkeepers through. I'm not sure how that works. He's unsuited to goalkeepers, but it could always be improved with him there. But that's really all I wanted to show you. Of course, Ajax have some of the best facilities in the world, the state-of-the-art youth facilities, state-of-the-art training facilities. We don't really need to cover that at all. We're going to be getting some great wonder kids through here that we'll be seeing in the coming seasons. So of course, with any academy save, the goal is to win the Champions League. So hopefully it might take us 5 seasons, maybe less, maybe more. We'll see what happens. So I'll just take us through to the youth intake, and I'll show you guys what that looks like in just a second. Alright guys, we are at the youth intake day. You can see I've already gone through it, given some contracts to a few of these boys here. Just down to Michael Gillespie. I've checked them out. Below him, they're not any good. So we'll just move up here. So we got, first of all, Flip Ponk. Love his name. Flip Ponk. Absolutely brilliant. First name. He's not that good though. He does have 4-star potential, so we've contracted him to see if he could make it there. He's got low determination, so he's overall not that great. Poor physicals, he can't pass a ball. Probably won't see my first team. Then we have Tommy Toppenberg. He's a fairly professional player, so we like that. He will probably make his way to his potential. He looks to be more a full-back than a centre-back, because he's not that great at defending, but he can't cross the ball either. Hopefully he can grow by being fairly professional. Can I see his things? Yes, that's how you do it. So he's a fairly consistent performer. It says he's got a lack of determination, which we're going to have to check out here. Yeah, 2 determination. Again, these players, it's the first intake. We'll just see what happens. Then we have Nash Urip. Nash Urip is a perfectionist. That's not a bad kind of trait there. A personality. He's got good determination as well. As a striker, he doesn't look the best. You know, his stats there aren't too good, but he does have good physicals. He's very quick. Could make an appearance towards the end of the season for us, perhaps. Get some game time about him. Then we have a 4.5-star potential left back here, Hans Cairo. He looks very nice. He's got great defensive attributes, good technique. He can head the ball. He's got very good physicals, high determination. This guy's going to make it in my team. He definitely is going to make it. I've got him training right back because, of course, we have Lucas Jetten out on the left to stay for the future. He's only 2 years older than Hans Cairo. So we need a right back. And Hans Cairo, brilliant name. We'll call him the Egyptian god. He's not even Egyptian, but his physicals are absolutely fantastic. That's going to carry him through the youth levels, and he might make an appearance towards the end of the season again. I'm very much a fan of Hans Cairo. Then we have Obed Thomason. Um, a bit of a diminutive centre back. He's not quite 6 foot, I don't think, but he does have great heading ability. He's brave. He's aggressive. His mentals could use some improvement with the decisions. His passing's good, but his vision's not, and his tackling isn't quite there. So he could be moved up into a defensive midfielder type role, where he can pass a ball and not have to do too much defending, but do a bit of cover for the back line. I feel like that would be a good kind of area for him to work on. But he does look pretty promising. We then have Arturo Spajek. Arturo Spajek, I think I would prefer him to play centre back. He is driven, so he's got good personality. That's what we're seeing from these top potential guys here. His physicals are very bad, so something that'll just come with age, I hope. And he's got good tackling and marking. That's why I'm thinking he'd be more of a centre back. So we'll just have to see with him. Errol Yilmaz, a future striker for the club. He does look pretty nice. He's got some good attributes for the channel forward with his 16 technique. His work rate's nice. He's got some nice natural fitness and strength, and his finishing's quite high as well. So, and he's very determined. 15 determination. So hopefully he'll just work on his physicals as he gets older. His composure and decisions can just be improved as time goes on, along with his off the ball, and then he'll be a top class striker for sure. We will check his stuff here. It's just that he's fairly slow. He seems to be consistent, not injury prone, so that's perfect for him. And then one of our last top prospects is a goalie, Yasser Amiri. Goalies don't seem to be too good in the regens so far. I've not seen a proper good one. But we can definitely work on his stats. He's got good base attributes, handling, reflexes, command of area. We just need that aerial reach to get up. But if he starts growing, he'll probably get pretty decent. He is very slow though. Now we move into our elite prospects. We have Jose Francis. Jose Francis will probably be an attacking midfielder role for me here. I think his current ability, 1.5 stars, a bit exaggerated. He's got good technique, nice first touch. His flair with the ball, he can see the whole pitch with his vision. And he's got some nice physicals actually. Good natural fitness, pace, acceleration. And he's got some nice player traits there. Gets into the opposition area. He likes the ball played into his feet. And he can play with either foot as well, so very nice there. And he's just a balanced personality, which is a bit poor. Lacks a bit of determination. But apparently he can improve a lot, so we'll just hope he can do that. And then we'll move into Hakim Yiga, who is a right winger who really fits our system quite well. He's got great physicals, which is something we're very interested in. His Holy Trinity is lovely, great technique. His flair on the ball, he's very determined, with 15 determination there. Just his mentals could be worked on a fair amount there. Consistency wise, it doesn't say he's consistent, so maybe something we work on there. But he's a selfish player, which is a bit disappointing because he's got tries first time shots. Said selfish there. We would like someone to be more selfless, but it's alright. Then we have another right winger here. Not sure what to do with this guy. Maybe switch him to the other side to be a wide forward. That may be better for him. He's got good physicals again, flair, determination, a bit of a balanced personality, good technique, great heading of the ball, which is interesting. He can dribble and cross, so that's about all he can do. But apparently he's rated very highly with a 20 million value. So some of these guys will be making appearances towards the end of the season for sure. Let me know what you think of this first youth intake here for the first season. I'm decently happy with it. We had a few top prospects, elite ones as well, but a bit too many in the same position in the elites. Two right wingers, um, maybe one could move to right back. Well, we're still to see. It's a lot to go. There's still 15. We'll just see what happens. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we're doing all right. All right then, guys, just join me at the end of the season as we unfortunately lose out on first place. So we've come in second place for the season by 1 point. You can see we had more wins, just less draws and more losses. And that is unfortunately where we ran out of luck. We even conceded more goals, which is the ultimate way you're going to lose the league. You can see at the end of the season here, we had some mental run. We went 6 games on the bounce winning, even beating PSV, so that took us right back into the title race. But unfortunately, just we dropped way too many points coming to the end here. 2 of our 6 losses coming here and a draw as well. That could have been possibly avoided at all. But you can also see that we made it to the Champions League. Let's just take a look. Champions League stages. So in the league, we got to 18th. We got 3 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses. Knockout playoff round is where we came up against Arsenal and lost 5-2 on aggregate. So not the best performance from us there. But overall, we still got out of the league phase, so that's okay. Of course, as you guys know, I did lock in some players. I also started playing. We weren't doing too well. That's how the big run of games at the end of the season came about, I think. But I'll just show you what my team was looking like coming to the end with what I was locking in, I guess. Just to make sure some development was coming through. We had Jetton, who you might remember I sent out on loan at the start of the season. I recalled him in January because Owen Wijndal was getting sold to Al Ittihad in January as well. So Lucas Jetton came in, had a great time actually. Dropped 7.17 in the league and 6.88 in the Champions League. So he seems to be rather decent. Hopefully he can get to his potential there. He's a very well-rounded left back. I'm very happy to have him in this squad. And hopefully he'll just keep developing as he goes along. 5 assists from him as well in the league. We had Yuri Bass playing at centre back as well. Although he didn't come through the Ajax academy exactly with him starting at Excelsior, he has been at Ajax for an extreme amount of time. So he's been locked in here playing left-sided centre back. He might get sold on. We don't really have any more backups that can come in to replace him is the problem. We had Jorthy Mokio, who I had been playing at DM for the majority of the season, and he's developed really nicely. He looks like a proper class player who will eventually get to his maximum potential, and that's exactly what we want to see. Although he's wanted by Girona, which might mean he's not as good as we think. Who knows? He could definitely play fullback for us as well. But Lucas Jetton just has more crossing, and I'm very happy with him in DM. He had a decently good season, 3 goals, 5 assists in all comps. Getting a 6.85 average rating from the midfield, not too bad at all, and his development was just brilliant. And finally, we had Abdullah Uzan. You can see he's developed his Holy Trinity there. They were not as high as that. And his mentals have come along nicely as well to fill in for what we need for an attacking midfielder, which is brilliant. He got 13 goals and 4 assists this season, scoring 10 in the league and then 3 in the Champions League as well. And his value is astonishing. Almost £100 million for a 17-year-old. He's moving like a Lamine Yamal. This guy is fantastic. So we're very happy with all the players that we brought in here. We could be even happier with some of our younger players potentially if they got good game time out on loan. So who did we loan out? Ethan Butera unfortunately got a free transfer to Aston Villa. I wasn't aware of his contract period, which is unfortunate. Gennaro Johnson getting some good game time at Adel Den Haag. Aaron Bowman, he could come back and play centre back for us. He definitely looks like someone who could do a good job in the league. Maybe not Champions League, but definitely in the league he looks rather decent. Sean Stur. Some alright development. How did he get on? What were his stats? He got 3 goals, 3 assists in the second tier. He could come in. I'm not sure he's a defensive midfielder is the problem, and we do have Uzan. That's Uzan's brother right there, actually. Who else? Levi Achiampong. Developing really nicely. Another loan move might do him the world of good to fully get what we need from him. Missouri could come back, get some game time from the wings. He had a good spell out in Italy. Faberski, but unfortunately I don't think he's from the academy. Mauricio van Axel Dongen. Now I'm not sure. He did start at Ajax, so he could come back. I would be happy with him to get some game time out on the left. He looks rather decent. I would have liked him to start a bit more rather than off the bench. But let's take a look at some U19 players that we've got at the club. We'll sort by potential here. So Hans Cairo, again, I couldn't really bring them through to the first team because we were having a bit of a title race and we still lost anyway, so probably would have been alright to bring them in. Martin Dinink, the same. He's developing nicely though. Hakim Yiga probably coming off the bench for Dinink, which is not what you want. Eloy Gomez could benefit from a loan deal next year. Same with Pharrell Nash, but he looks very nice. Could be brought into the first team for a backup striker. We don't have a lot of strikers at the moment. And we do need to get one of our goalkeepers out on loan. Maybe Engel could come in. Oh, actually, that is a problem because we don't have any goalkeepers for next season. I'm not renewing Pasveer's contract. He's 42. And Jarosz is on loan. So we might need to bring someone up from the academy with Engel looking like the prime candidate there. Yeah, it looks like the prime candidate indeed. Abed Thompson at centre back. Is there anyone who is out on loan perhaps from here? No, they're all too young. But you can see we've got some nice potential kind of stuff going on here, which is exactly what we're after. So of course it was a bit disappointing not to win the league this season, but hopefully we can bounce back next season. It will be a bit harder because we will have to bring in a goalie, of course from the academy, but hopefully that just doesn't matter and we'll be fine. So thanks for watching the first academy only challenge on my channel for this year. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.